Have you seen this photograph of the 712 camera? A camera that will likely be used in evidence against Brian Kohlberger in his upcoming trial? Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Swamp Rose, and this video features adult content. It is intended for research, criticism, analysis, reaction, and commentary. Please do your own research and form your own opinions. I would love to hear what you think in the comment section below. Lastly, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and please hit that like button. Now let's begin. So this story was given to me by Mikey S. And it alludes to evidence we found out about early on. So when we talk about surveillance cameras that may have captured evidence on November 13th, 2022, early on Chronicles of Bolivia alluded to a camera which had full view of the 1122 King Road home and its backyard. This camera was also alluded to by Olivia, Kaylee's older sister, when she said she viewed footage of Maddie and Kaylee being dropped off by the private driver. It was further alluded to by Steve G, saying that he had seen the footage as well. This video was filmed by a reporter doing a drive-by. So now I'm going to share a soundbite from a live stream I did last night with 12 Gauge Phillips, and he shows us some potential angles of that camera, which he collected from Gray Hugh's website. So take a listen.
So, do you have anything specific that you'd like to discuss tonight? I mean, you're my guest, so I'm gonna let you kind of go at your own pace and talk about what you'd like to. If you'd like to talk about the Idaho 4, we can talk about the Idaho 4 because, I've done a lot of lives on that. So, it's up to you wherever you want to go with this. I'll follow you.
Well, I mean, if you're asking where I want to go with this live stream, I can just tell you after some of our email interactions, I went back and I watched a live stream that I don't know if it was one you suggested to me, but it was one on your channel regarding cameras that are near and around the 1122 King Road home. You also went over sort of what each angle they would have picked up and the sound. And the particular one I was listening to, you were doing a tour of the inside of the house, but you were specifically doing the first floor and what might possibly be heard in Bethany's room and what kinds of things Bethany might have done in reaction to hearing those noises. And
Olivia got to them before the police did. You know what I mean? It seems like she was on point like day or two after the crime. She was already telling the media everything that she had found. She knew that the timeline was messed up. She saw her sister get out. The rideshare driver said that he didn't see them go in the house, but he dropped them off and all that stuff. I believe that the cat triggered this camera right here, the 52. This is the one that's in the is it in the PPT where it says the cat triggered the camera and it spotted suspect vehicle number 1?
Now, I'd just like to read you this highlighted part of the PCA. It says, a review of the footage of multiple videos obtained from the King Road neighborhood showed multiple sightings of suspect vehicle starting at 3:29 a.m., ending at 4:20 a.m. These sightings show suspect vehicle 1 makes an initial 3 passes by the 1122 King Road residence and then leaves via Willenta Drive. Based on my experience as a patrol officer, this residential neighborhood with a very limited number of vehicles that travel in this area during the early morning hours. Upon review of the video, there are only a few cars that enter and exit this area during that time frame. Suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a 4th time, approximately 4:04 a.m. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping and turning around in front of the 500 Queen Road, number 52, and then driving back westbound on King Road. When suspect vehicle number 1 is in front of the King Road residence, it appears to unsuccessfully attempt to park and turn in the road. The vehicle then continued to the intersection of Queen Road and King Road, where it can be seen completing a 3-point turn and then driving eastbound again down Queen Road. I think after reading this, it kind of clears one thing up for me, where it says that there are a limited number of vehicles that travel in the area during the early morning hours. Upon review of the video, there are only a few cars that enter and exit this area during that time. So I've had Ring doorbells, and the thing is you can adjust these sensitivities so they can either go off when you have a car driving by, or you can make it less sensitive so it doesn't. It sounds like these Ring doorbells were set to go off every time a car drove by. And so that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments below.
Let me show this right here. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
I was mostly focused on this one and the apartments where this is shot from. Like, this is right across the street. This would be the view those cameras would have that we're talking about from that little apartment, that little section of the apartment, 712.
Yes.
This would be the view that those cameras would have had. Next door to 712, which would be 710, 712, and they would be able to, depending on the quality of the camera and the distortion and everything, they would have picked up a lot. They would have seen the vehicle coming this way, and maybe coming down.
And lastly, I just want to show you. So again, thank you to Mikey S. for helping me with this story. And I hope we find justice for these 4 beautiful souls.